Yo, what's going on, guys? This is Eagz, and in today's video, we're going to be going through one of Bwipo's games where he's playing Graves. This was in my recommended, so I was like, fuck it, let's have a look at it and go through it. And I did go through it, and I put something in my Discord about it, but I just want to, like, full elaborate and crystallize what I meant by what I said, and I just think this is going to be really useful. So for those of you who haven't seen this before, sorry about that. Just had some dinner, mate. Yeah, this is, we're just going to be going through the early game. And those of you who have watched my recent videos, if you haven't, watch all of them, bro. Like in the last 2 weeks, you'll probably climb a tier if you can apply this stuff. If you want the one-on-one coaching where you will definitely climb a tier, just let me know Discord. And that will be within like a few days or a week. Yeah, just DM me on Discord, join the Discord, link down below. Anyway, yeah, so in this game, we're just going to go through the early game. Graves against Lilia. If I was playing as Graves here, I'm going to be thinking about hitting this person because I know I'm going to have prior mid with Ahri. I know that my bot lane is Draven and Amumu, by the way, these two champions who are strong early game. And Lilia Graves, like, if you're red buff Graves, you should be chilling. There's no reason why Lilia should be able to, like, really, like, beat you in a 1v1. So that's what I would be thinking if I'm Bwipo here. In this game, he starts at his red buff, which is fine. I'm not going to talk about, like, if he should potentially late invade. It's kind of whatever, because, yeah, it's irrelevant for, like, 99% of people, to be honest. I could still teach it. It is, like, a way to get ahead in the early game, but honestly, in this game, there's no chance it happens. Anyway, he starts at red buff, okay? So, while we're starting at red buff, pretty much after each auto attack, we want to be looking at the map, right? So, we auto attack map, all that stuff, right? And we're trying to find where the Lilia is going to start. Now, you can see that Ezreal and Karma in the bot lane already, which means that Lilia has not got a leash from bot lane. Wukong was already in top lane. Oh my god, it's like everyone's fake leashing, right? Fucking, well, not fake leashing, but no one's leashing. Which means that Lilia could have started anywhere. Now, this changes things, right? Because if we know that Lilia starts topside, let's just say that Wukong runs from here, and he shows in lane, missing a little bit of mana, right? Like this. That means that Lilia has started topside of the map. That means she is going to go 1, 2, 3 into bot. Yes? Therefore, Bwipo's path should be 1, 2, 3 into this. It could even be 1, 2, 3. Red Krugs. Hit level 3 of Lilia's Krugs. Gank bot. I don't fucking know. Maybe put a ward down on her red and wait for anything at that point, right? But the point is you're looking to make a play down here. Especially when you got insane prio in 2 lanes. Like they do at the moment, right? Also as well, guys, like when you don't get your bot lane to leash, especially like a melee champion like this, it gives them a chance to hit level 2 at the same time. Or maybe even before the enemy range champions. So they actually have chances. Bwipo keeps clearing. So at this point, just because, remember, we don't know where Lilia starts. Now, she should most likely, or she probably should, like, path bot lane here, because Wukong Cassante, like, is pretty chill. And Ezreal Karma, you don't want them to, like, fucking run it down early game. And if Graves, like, goes there, right, and gets kills, like, the game's just over. So it's really important for Lilia to protect her bot lane here. Bwipo makes a mistake here, and remember, this is just my opinion, but I'm gonna, like, just say this. I think I could argue objectively here that this is just bad from Bwipo. Reason being is because Lilia at level 3 can do something, right? There's nothing stopping Lilia from doing this. Red, Krugs, Raptors, ganking bot. Red, Krugs, Raptors, and ganking mid. Blue, Gromp, Wolves, running straight to bot. There's nothing stopping her from doing any of these things, right? So in my opinion, based on that, especially when, like, this bot lane has priority, it's more susceptible to getting ganked, and Lilia, even though she is good at full clearing, same with Hecarim, right, even with Kayn, these champions can still do something at level 3. So I think Bwipo should just go in here, into this bot side jungle. That was a really shit arrow. Into the bot side jungle, right, and you're just scouting the enemy jungler. You're trying to find out where they started. This means that you protect your strong lanes. Priority means strength. It means probably HP advantage, level advantage, right? Yes, okay, we want to think about the jungle, but that's what we're doing here. We don't do this without thinking about Lilia, right? Most people are going to just jungle like this. If you guys have these lanes, you're probably thinking, oh yeah, my lanes just have priority, no worries, I'm just going to keep full clearing. Lilia's full clearing, let's all have a fucking, you know, happy, nice game. Nah, man, it's not fucking like actual good jungling. You're just AFK mentally, bro. You got to think, I have strength, I can do this. Now, let's think about the possibilities here. If you invade like this, what is bad about this? Nothing's bad. Because the 2 possibilities are this. Lilia has started topside, and her bot camps are up. Bot camps up. What's number 2? Second possibility is Lilia has started bot camps gone. If her bot camps are gone, what does that mean? It means she is either done Red Krugs Raptors, or Raptors Krugs Red, into a bot gank. She's like going through Tribrush when Bwipo gets to this point. So we can always think of pinging that. Or the most likely thing is she's pathing top if she starts on her bot side, right? So that's what you can ping. So as soon as you see the enemy camps missing here, if you were Bwipo, you know that's information, by the way. When they're missing, it's information on what they've done. You can track them. They've got footprints on these camps. They've been here. They've done these camps, which means she's pathing somewhere else. Where is that somewhere else? That's what you then ping. If these bot camps are up, though, why is it good? That means she started blue. And as the red buff jungler, you can contest her on red, which is even, like, just easier here, prior. Before you do this, you ping on the way, here I come. This one, Bwipo, is just, like, really inactive. I'm almost surprised he does this because I'm guessing he's challenger, but I've seen his jungling, mate. I've even done, like, a fucking game lead video on his jungling in a Worlds game or something, which is really good. He, like, late invaded on Graves, got first blood, and then he, like, ran through here. Some of you might even remember it. He, like, got red buff, killed the enemy jungler, and ran through here to the enemy jungler's fucking other side, which was sick. One of, like, my favorite jungling games. And just one more thing here, guys, like, if Bwipo was to invade Lilia's bot side here, the reason why, like, it doesn't waste any time for him, like, you guys might be thinking, but if Lilia has cleared these bot camps and is pathing top, like, Bwipo has missed time on doing 1, 2, 3, right? Like, he should have been doing these camps. He's missed out on golden experience, and Lilia is ahead of him. That is true. Lilia will actually have or be, like, at least one camp up on the Graves at that point, maybe even two. But the point is, it's impossible for Lilia, really, given the lane states at the moment. It's very difficult for her just to go from top crab all the way through here. Also, in terms of timing, like, when Bwipo comes down here, it's like 240, and when he realizes, like, these camps aren't up, let's just say that Lilia is going from bot to top, he can always just transition back to his walls. He can just go, like, blue, right? He can just, like, E over the wall, blue walls gromp, and come back down for crab. The only timing you're worried about there is not crab, by the way. You're worried about 420, your Krugs, your first camp. These are the big boys, man. You want to protect your Krugs more than anything here. So if you fucking dilly-dally, right, and you waste too much time, you are in danger of losing, potentially, your second top side, right? But if Lilia was to actually do Krugs, if she was going to go 1, 2, you know, and then like 3, and then like full clear up top, if she waits for Bwipo's Krugs, she has not based yet. So if Bwipo was to recall before 420 and get here around that time and see Lilia, he easily wins a fight because it will have like 3 longswords or pickaxe or some shit, right? So it's pretty chill. So that's why you can afford to just spend a little bit of time here scouting the Lilia. There is no loss for it. When you think about the jungle, you ask yourself, if I do this, do I lose anything for it? If I gank bot lane, do I lose Rift Herald? If I do this Rift Herald, am I going to lose my whole bot side? Are they going to dive my bot lane? If I dive the enemy top laner, is the enemy jungler going to take my whole bot side? No, kill my bot lane. Then you have to assess the situation, right, in terms of golden experience, if it's worth it or not. He ends up doing wolves, right? Then he does blue. Then he does gromp, you know, fucking AFK. Like, mid lane like this, when they die, it's whatever. Mid lane just gets solo killed. There's nothing you can do here. Of course, you're going to lock yourself into a clear. You're not going to, like, stop doing blue and gromp just to go mid when you can never help them, right? So just keep clearing your camps here. Lilia shows bot. You can see this is Bwipo's kind of, like, best kind of technique, I guess, that he does, is that when the enemy jungler shows, he just looks at them straight away because he's looking at his map. So each second you're spending, guys, doing nothing, even if it's fucking like 0.1 of a second, just dead air where you're not doing anything, look in the bottom right or bottom left, look at your mini-map. Bwipo sees Lilia, 2 buffs. Level 4. She's finished her clear towards bot side. Therefore, she started top. At 420, Gromp is going to spawn. 440 Raptors. 5-minute Raptors. 520 her Krugs, right? Easy. Or 540 her Krugs because she did red buff in between most likely. We compute what they've done. We compute what they're going to do just based off that fucking info. It's easy, mate. It's easy. And this player, like, I don't know what rank this Lilia is, but I can track it for now the whole game. Nice Q, Bwipo. Bwipo doing crab is definitely correct, right? Because Ari is on the map. The Zed is definitely recalled. Zed was on like 200 HP and he doesn't have TP. We don't care about Zed here. Amumu and Draven have priority. We can get this crab. We can also get top crab just based on the fact that Zed won't be there. He's running out of base, maybe towards, like, I don't know, the inhib at the moment, right? And also based on Lilia at the moment, she's fucking bot side. Now, the best thing that Bwipo does here is that he smoke screens this brush here. Because if you're Lilia, right, and you're thinking, wait, what the fuck? I can't go for the bot crab, obviously, because of Amumu, Draven prior, and Ari being on the map, and Graves most likely being here, because Cassante actually leashed a little bit and then ran top. So it should be easy to tell here if you're Lilia that Graves started top side, but this W that Bwipo does in this brush tells me that he's thinking about Lilia. That's the best thing he's done so far, well, along with, like, looking at Lilia when she shows. So this is really smart, and hopefully this makes sense, right? Because if you're Lilia here, you're thinking, I can never get this crab when I show like this. Maybe I can come top and get this one. It's unlikely, but she might be doing this. This is really good from Bwipo. Unfortunately, though, after this, what should he do after this, do you guys think? He should insta-recall, man. There's no need to run top here because you're fucking running top anyway out of base, and if you're that scared of Cassante getting ganked, you would just ping him off, right? Like, if Lilia is going to recall here and run to a Gromp or top side and gank the Cassante, you should be here at a similar time running out of base with, like, 3 longswords, right? So I don't know why on earth he does this. This is just really troll. It's a massive waste of time. And after this, because he just wastes a bunch of time here, again, guys, if you are actually scared of, like, Cassante or your top laner getting ganked, just ping them off. If they're lower, it kind of changes it. Maybe you can stay if you know 100% the enemy jungler's going there. But again, it's probably just going to be a massive waste of time. Just recall, run to your Krugs, and while you're running to your Krugs, you can go top and help them, right? With items, with gold spent. Because now, level 4 Krugs, right? Because these Krugs have evolved in terms of, like, HP. I can't remember if Krugs get armor or magic resist. But the point is they take longer to clear if you're still the same champion as you were at level 1. Bwipo has not bought fucking items. He's just a jungle item Graves at this point, so he's going to clear these camps a lot slower than he would if he just recalled, right? So he missed the recall. Then he just full clears here, which is fine. Here he should probably ping like Lilia being topside, right? They're probably mirroring each other at this point, so Lilia's on walls or some shit like this. And the next point I just want to make here, guys, is that, and by the way, there's like a little fight bot here where, yeah, like, you know, because he's got no items, he's just going to get chunked. And in another game, you see how the enemy Zed path top to kill the Cassante. In another game, if his mid laner based or she's not on the map or the enemy mid laner is in lane, they're going to lose Dragon here. And honestly, the game's over at this point because I think he presses tab here. Yeah, like, look at this fucking state, bro, of the game. We've missed so much opportunity here to put pressure on Lilia with strong lanes, and he's just been kind of like jerking himself off in his jungle. And this is the result of it. So it's pretty bad, honestly. Next thing I just want to show you guys, or the last thing I want to show you, is this right here. And this is honestly, like, probably debatable. I'm interested to like, know what you guys think here. Because I think that after clearing these minions, clearing this wave is definitely right. Yeah, it's just free experience, showing on the map. Doesn't really matter too much because you can always deviate from this. Like, you can go top or bot, so it might be hard to read for the enemy team. But where would you guys go after clearing these minions? Because you've got 2 options, right? You either go top side, you've got Lilia's blue buff, you've got top crab, you've got your red buff. Even Krugs will be spawning soon because we cleared the next Krugs, remember, at like 430, 440. Yeah, the Krugs reset at 420. We cleared them at like 440-ish. They're going to respawn very soon, right? So my top side's up. Scuttle Crab is up top side. But if we go bot side, what's going on there? I've got Draven and Mumu again, which, by the way, guys, honestly need to win in this game if he's going to have a chance. Ahri as well is level 6 with ultimate. So I actually think here the better move, and it does look weird, but I think the better move for him here is actually to go bot and follow his Ahri. Because if Zed is moving there, remember, Zed just shoved mid, right? Ahri has already shown. The Zed is going to run bot here to cover his bot lane, yeah, who is doing well. Like, the Amumu is 0-1, and if they can cover their bot lane to not stop the bleeding, but to not allow Draven or Amumu to do anything this game, it's really good for the blue team, right? Like, if Draven doesn't snowball, he's really not going to be Draven like we know he can be, right? So I think here, Bwipo should go bot, based on the fact that Zed is going to go bot, and Lilia could also be here. That makes it a 4v3. Do you want to fight bot side of the map? You do, right? Because Ahri 6, Draven and Amumu is a good 2v2. I think you just win 4v4 against Lilia, Zed, Ezreal, Karma. Like, that is really not scary early game. I understand that Zed is level 6 and you take that into account. So if Bwipo was to actually run bot here, you'd probably even have to wait a little bit because Zed might be like operating in fog, yeah, and just waiting for Bwipo if he comes down. So you'd have to be a little bit patient. But the point is, you would probably get to this fight at the end of it. And if Lilia is here, you win the fight, remember, that's the important thing. And even if she isn't here, let's just say you show, right, on Vision somewhere, and Lilia's like doing her blue buff. You might lose Crab. You might lose Red. You might lose your Raptors when they respawn. But you get Dragon out of it, you get level 6, and you can still path in a way, like this, towards the Rift Herald. I think after that, you can still play the game, and the jungle is still pretty even. Remember as well, at this point, Bwipo is ahead of Lilia in terms of cans, because he got both Crabs. He even just got a nice bit of experience mid. So that's my opinion on this situation. It's kind of unique, but it's just based on, I'm going to play around Ahri here. Because level 6 with ultimate, and it's Draven and Mumu. I think I need to path bot here, again, just in case this turns into like a 3v4 potentially, right? I don't want that to happen. If that happens, I don't think I can make up for it on the other side of the map in terms of golden experience. So that's what I thought about this game, guys. I think the first 4 levels is just like pretty troll. But yeah, let me know what you think about this last situation. Thank you for watching. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like down below. Don't be shit, bye. Stop the video, man. Oh!